Hey guys, welcome to my video. I will be showing in this video my final base layout on the game Slime Rancher, the most kawaii game you will ever meet. So I just had the main character sleep for 2 days, so you should see the effects of the base as clear as possible. So let's go. So the main stage is fairly empty. I have 2 ponds over here, with all water slimes, 5 each, so they are as comfortable as possible. And over here I have 4 coops, and with all chickens, all kinds. I have stony, briary, painted, and rooster of course, but I don't really use them. I just mainly are using my drones right now, especially this one over here. And he's going to put them in the silos as programmed. So I'm just stocking them in there right now for some use ever, maybe, I don't know. I was using a lot of chickens for my for eating, for feeding the carnivore slimes like the saber and the boomer and stuff like that, but in all honesty, I don't think they are very efficient because I don't think the chickens produce enough. The chickens don't reproduce quick enough actually to feed all the carnivore slimes. So I chose to combine all the carnivore slimes with vegetarians or fruit. This guy is just gonna sell his plorts. So I will try to show you this in the Grotto over here, where I have combined most of the veggie slimes, in this case the rock and the crystals, and over here the red and the first carnivores, the saber, the primal guys from the wilds expansion. Now over here I have my 2 drones. I'm gonna put them immediately to work because I see these guys are hungry. Now the rock slime, their favorite food over here is the heart beep. So I also have a garden over here, which my drone is already emptying. And I also have a garden over here for the Epokk fruit, for the red slimes that they all like. Now, like I said, I combined the carnivore saber here with the red because I really believe this is much more efficient. For example, for these guys, I think there are about 20 in that cage right now. In each of these cages are 20 each, and I can feed them with just 1 garden and still have way too much over, which I sometimes stock in that silo over there. But for about 10 of these, I had 2 cages with 10 carnivore slimes, and I was feeding them the normal chickens, the hens, and I just couldn't keep up. I had 5 coops, and I just really couldn't keep up. So I really think this is the best way to just solely depend on fruit or vegetables. So you just saw my drone vendoring in this marketplace. I also have a mini refinery over here. I am making quite a lot of gold with this system. Over here in the Machi Manor, you can find 2 different kinds of slimes. Let's activate the drones first. They will disperse the silver turnip into the 2 coral cages. Here I have the mosaic combined with this pink slime. I kind of need these a lot for the slime science. And over here the mosaic are combined with the tangle. Now for these guys I used the mosaic because also those plorts are the most valuable. So once again you see the drone picking everything up, and the other one is going to be emptying these plorts into the marketplace I have set up over here, and the refinery next to it. So that's for the Machi Manor. I have 3 gardens, but they're way too much, so I might change 1 thing or 2 here. But this layout is going to be the same nonetheless. I will show you next the... how about we go to the Ogden part. Now the Ogden house, manor, refuge, I don't know. Here I have most fruit trees. There are 6 plots over here, so this is probably the most valuable expansion in the game right so far. I have a silo over here which is completely filled with all kinds of fruits. And over here we have the 2 drones, once again the vendor of the Plorts and the one who places the mint mango into the coral over these guys. Oh, one still it hasn't changed. Let's change him quick. Here we have the boomers combined with honey. Now these guys used to be with the mosaic tangled and mosaic pink that you saw earlier, but I had to change them because, to be honest, if they explode, the Plorts sometimes are thrown into other corals, and then we have combinations and which result into tar, and I really don't like that. So that's that. I pretty much have all these fruit trees here just because a place filler has something to do. So right now I'm filling them in the silo, but I don't really have any use for them just yet. And over here we have the other carnivores kinds. Here we have the tabby combined with mosaic, once again because of their value. Let's wake up the drones. Once again a vendor and a feeder. Here to the gardens. And here are the mosaic hunters. They look happy, I think. Okay, not that heavy. And then here at the beach part we have my favorite ones. And that was very sarcastic because these guys are always trying to escape. Here we have the quantum combined with phosphor. And here we have the honey dervish logo. Let's wake up the drones, the feeder and the vendor. And once again here we have the 2 trees, 2 garnets, mango and the face lemon, which are all their favorite kinds. So normally they should have nice quantities already, yeah. And over here we have also the refinery and the marketplace once again. Yeah, so it's kind of always a combination. I also have some water slimes over here, but I don't really use them for some reasons. I have almost completed all the upgrades from the 70 fan club. As you can see, this is a dock upgrade, one of the latest I did, with a very nice patio. Ooh, forgot this ornament. Alright, and then let's go to the very last part, and that's the Ogden, the slime science. Now, I really like this system because of the combination of the largos, and I don't really have to use chickens, even though I have these 4 coops over here. But like as I said before, the chickens, they don't reproduce quick enough, and I couldn't keep up. Over here I have a few silos, I have a few painted chickens, I have a little bit of fruit, and face lemon, mint mango, more than enough. Here I have the chickens, and as you can see, the normal hens don't reproduce as much as the other 2 for some reason. Here I have the rooster and the elder chickens. Here I have a few of the weird, of the special ones, like the ginted ginger, and 2 empty ones. So, I also wanted to mention I have these things, not really sure what they're called, the warp thingies. I am not really using them a lot because at the start I had this one area which was purely set up for fruits. I had pretty much all my slimes were combined with honeys, and I was farming mint mango by the wazoo. I had 8 plots with only mint mango trees, but honestly I didn't really think it worked that very well because it was very labor intensive, and the gadget and the problem with the drones are you cannot have them deposit into one of the other slime science thingies. It only works for corals, silos, auto feeders, and incinerators. So I really wish they changed this, but since we're 2 years after launch, I don't really think that's gonna be changing anytime soon. Over here we have the final part. We have the slime science. Don't mind the carrots. Before I was housing the pink slimes over here, and I was using the carrots to feed them. Now I just had the drones put them all in this silo, combined with some of the odd onions. And right now I'm just using them as food for the fire slimes. Let's wake up the drones. One is gonna feed it to the fire, so we have ash for these guys. Okay, it's a little bit depleted because we haven't fed them in 2 days. I'll help out a little bit. Of course, here we have the standard refineries. I'm also collecting my echoes over here because I really have no idea what I would otherwise do with them. And over here I also have my portals. Now here I have the aviaries all set up in the first part. I have 5 of them set up because there can be placed a 6th, but I'm probably gonna move all of them to the next room over here when they have all been completed. And let's go back. Then we have the indigo quarry, which is also set up in the very first part. I have 3 of them over here and 3 down there. And over here we have the last teleporter. And this is just the center part actually of the glass desert. And as you can see, I have 3 pumps set up right over here. It is really handy. I can just fill them in a line and pick everything up if my inventory is empty, of course. Come on. And over here, of course. Here. I'll pick that one up when I pass by once again. And let's go back to the portal. So that is pretty much my base setup right now. I am really happy with this setup because I am gaining quite a lot of gold coins, but also a lot of plorts. Now they're also pretty much set up for vendoring every plort I have. Just got 5k, so that isn't bad at all. But yeah. If I wanted more plorts in my refinery, I could easily change that, but I already have it filled up quite well. So I'm really happy with this. I do think, once again, by the base principle of, collecting all slimes in your base is by combining them with a fruit or vegetable slime, so they are easily farmable. That's how I did it. But if you guys think I can improve this place in some way or other form, please do not hesitate to let me know down in the comments below. I will be reading them like I always do and will be happy to answer. So there again, we got 5k more, and I will be able to get the last upgrade for the 70 member club in probably a few minutes, so that's great. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was my final base. I will also be making maybe more videos on Slime Rancher. I really like this game. It really caught me by surprise. It's not really the type of game I would normally go for. Most of the time it's, killing, death and mayhem, while here I'm feeding slimes as if I'm playing Farmville for some reason. So it was really different for me, but I'm really liking it a lot. But I don't know if I will continue playing it a lot more because I don't see an immediate way how I can optimize this any further. For me, the base mission in this game was actually automizing this base as much as possible, so I don't know if I can do this anymore. I just really wish we could do more drones in this base, in each expansion. More drones than 2. But yeah, that's it. Really liked it, and thanks for watching once again, and till next time guys, see ya!